Can y'all see me? Oh shoot, that's crazy. Pop-up show. Dirty? Who's dirty? What the heck? Mm-mm-mm. You meant to pay. Okay, let's see. Damn. Hello people. You guys got notified? You got a little code. What's going on? What is going on? You guys got any questions? You guys can hear me, right? Oh, in the office. All right. It's your favorite mod. All right, I'll make you mod. I'll make you mod. Levi's my son's name. Yeah. My parents got it from Leviticus from the Bible. You guys got any questions? You got any questions? You can ask. Feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. Flash giveies. You guys want giveies? All right, because this month it's a new month. It's a new month. I'll drop giveies. All right. Oh, I gotta set up on my phone. Let me blessing the chat. Oh wait, let me make a poll. It's the best reception we ever had for a show. Hey, I got a new router. T-Mobile 5G gateway. So I'm gonna plug that into the streaming room. Maybe it works better there. Hold up. Come in. Any questions? Or I send you a signal booster if I find it. Oh wait, I forgot to click record. Start recording. Boom. Okay. Welcome in everyone. Is that audio crisp? What do you think? How crisp is that audio? Are you live on Insta too? No, should I go live on Insta? Blessing the chat. Levy blessing the chat. Giveaway sticker. Any questions? Any questions? Feel free to ask. Probably be on it for till like 10 p.m. No, people come in. People come in. Last time we did pretty well, honestly, on here. People started coming in asking questions. I think once people realize what it is. You got any questions? Feel free to ask. I am the owner of this channel. What's my favorite color? How do you attract buyers? So it's a mix. Is it cold up there? Yeah. It's actually a little cold today. I was wearing my sweater all day. I took it off just for professional reasons. How do you attract buyers? So it's a mix of the host and the inventory. Um, so you want to have um like I have a student. She just went live today and she did very, very well. She prepped for the show. I do highly recommend you prep for the show. How much do you pay the auctioneers? I start off at $18 an hour and then it goes up. I used to start off at 22 an hour, but it just didn't make sense, especially with like Kristen now. Kristen has seniority. She's been with me since May, so May, June, July, August, September. Going for 6 months now. Um, so it wouldn't make sense for me to pay someone the exact same as someone who's been here for 6 months working for me. I mean, her sister's working for me now. Ask any questions. Chris is sick. Yeah, she left early on Tuesday, and then they said she was looking pale. I didn't get to see her. And then yesterday, was it yesterday she didn't work? Or was that today? I'm lost in time. I really am. Look at the new haircut. No, I mean it's a fresh haircut, but I let my barber do whatever he wants, honestly. I'm I'm the type of guy, I'm lazy to get a haircut, honestly. I don't I just show up because I have to get one. I have to look pretty. Um, yeah. Ask any questions. Drop these songs. Free game. Is it a question night? Yeah. I mean, how do you get started on one now? I tell everybody the same story. I started, I mean, I've been in business for the last 5 years. I've done restaurant equipment from 2020 to 2023. And then August of 2022, I started Amazon FBA. I had a goal for 2023 to hit my first million, and I did 1.5 that year, 2024. And then I left the restaurant equipment business. Um, Now last year I did Amazon. This year I started with Amazon, and then I was also starting another business for eBay. Same with liquidation. So I already had suppliers built over the years. Um, and then eBay shut me down, and then I started Whatnot. Um, the first day I downloaded it, I started it. I didn't know anything. My goal was to sell $300 the first day, $300 a day, and it ended up being $3,000 the first day. So, I knew it was a business from the first weekend. Yo, what is up? What is up? What's goody? Ask any questions. Any questions? Do you specifically buy only Target? I used to buy Amazon, and I still can buy Amazon. It's just not the quality of the goods is not as high. There are programs. I'm just talking tonight. Um we'll be back tomorrow. If Chris is not live, I'll pull up to go live. But she is sick. Um we'll definitely have a beauty show and second account. So I only buy Amazon as of right now. I mean Target as of right now, just because the supply has been very, very new or new open box, so the quality and the um labor that it takes is much lower versus Amazon. You do have to inspect it very thoroughly. Stay honest, success will follow. Yes. There's a lot of people joining. Oh my god. What's the revenue target per streamer? We don't have a revenue target per streamer. I'm currently selling Erie but haven't gotten the liquidation game. How would you recommend to start? Your local liquidator. I tell everyone that. Also, as a streamer, you want to do what you, you know most about. For example, I always tell everyone I would never even try to sell health and beauty. I'm not gonna get on camera and do it. I just can't. I just don't know anything about it. Um, buy 500 items per show. You have to want $1,500. Buy 500 items per show. You have to want $1,500. I don't get that. But yeah. So your local liquidator. There's liquidators everywhere. She's referring to a Target. Buy five. I don't get it. I'm confused. Sorry about that. Mm-mm-mm. You set a streamer's a revenue target or item sold target. There's no target, honestly. Every day is different. Every day is different. So I've been doing this game for the last 6 months, or 5 months actually, starting in May. And I've tried almost everything. Almost everything. And I'm still learning. Will you guys, so they just work by the hour? Yes, they just work by the hour. Um, so like I said, every day is different. One day but what we aim for is consistency. That's what I aim for. I try to aim for a repeatable process because um that's how I'm able to teach people now because I've done it with this show and I've done it with my second show. And my second show is growing faster now, twice as fast in my opinion, and it's a repeatable process. So that's what I aim for. You have those unbrushes very consistently. Actually, we're running out. Actually, we're running out. I want more. I honestly want more. If someone sold me 1,000 of those, I would buy them all. I'm telling you, they do so great, especially for the cost. What I purchased that is doing very very well. Okay. Made my first 1K in 1 hour today. Congrats. Do you? So they yeah. Those. Does anyone know a good inventory source for pallets new and overstocked? Your local liquidator. Um, just think of it like this: your local liquidator started off most likely with a few pallets, then they moved up to truckloads because it's cheaper per pallet, and then they're selling per pallet. You're in Linden. Where are you? You forgot to finish typing. I have a local related liquidator that has everything. Do you recommend buying Target pallets first or something else? So there are different Amazon programs. So there's LPN, FC, and there's also like um always worried it's gonna be junk. You should be able to look at the product. As of right now, if I was getting started this month, buy toys. Toys is doing very well. You're in Linden Field. Would you do open pickup browsing? I don't do any pickups because it really does mess up our systems. We're not at the scale yet where it makes sense for do pickups. You drove through part of Jersey. You should have hit me up, man. I was home all day. I was home all day. I didn't do anything today. I've been working just from home. Um, yeah, should have hit me up. We could have got lunch or something. Single, single. What do you mean? So I forgot. I lost my train of thought. Dan, come on, you distracted me. Oh, so we don't do open pickups because it just doesn't make sense to us until we get to like a higher scale where I can allocate an employee to that. Because all our time is spent through shipping. That's how we're able to offer such fast shipping. And I'm the one who answers the messages. So to be able to schedule someone coming in, I have to answer that, and it's just a communication thing. I think she was asking if you're single. No, I'm not single. And you wouldn't want to date me either. You trust me. I've been super busy. I have a lot to do on short time frame. Slept 6 hours 5 days. My bad. Didn't mean to. Oh my god. No, you're good. You're good. I was just kidding. Um. Wow. Yeah. Hard worker, man. Hard worker. Thirsties everywhere. Oh, yo, look who's in the house. Yo, if anybody wants to co-host, feel free to. We'll do some. Where's Shadden? Someone tag him because he's always he he be but I haven't seen him in weeks. Asking for a friend. Oh, um, yeah, no, I'm taken. And like I said, yeah, I mean, I'm about to hit 12 months next month actually. But like I said, it's not easy dating an entrepreneur. Not easy. Trust me. Someone calls him daddy already. He's if you want to date an entrepreneur, I'll give you advice. Don't expect them to work a lot. Um, I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs have like some type of ADHD. Like we'll just get distracted mad quick. Well, it's not. My wife's an entrepreneur as well. What would you say? I mean, are depends on their goals. I'm trying to retire by 30. That's my goal. If they're small scale, not depends on what their vision is. I want to be I want to retire by 30, not only retire myself but retire my family. That's my goal. Um, my wife's life is hell because she's married to me. Yeah, Dan's an entrepreneur. He be working hard. I'm 23. Yeah, he wants to retire at 35. Yep. Um, but like I said, dating an entrepreneur is not for everybody, in my opinion. Um, because we work a lot, you know, and our minds are constantly thinking about numbers and just work. And honestly, I like it. I don't stress. I just like the game. Sometimes 20 hours a day. Sometimes yes. Um, like literally my entire. Like I said, it doesn't stress me out, but it's fun. I really do enjoy it. Um, but I know there'll be a point where I just have to like, just stop. You know, and no burnouts because we love what we do. Yeah, I've never been burnt out. Only I will I'll tell everybody this story. It was I had just started my business in May of 2020, flipping everything, and then I started to scale very, very fast in September of 2020. But that same month, yeah, I'm reading. We work a lot. We have weird sleep schedules. Yeah, you sleep at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. I don't get you, bro. Okay, but September of 2020, I literally I had just started college. My business was scaling like crazy. Like I had crazy deals. And then I was working so much and I also was in a relationship. It was just my head was burning up. September 2020. I remember. But then I realized so people stress because they one, they don't take action. Two, they're control what you can't control. And the way I think, whatever you can't control, just leave it to God. That's the way I think. Um, and that mindset has pretty much kept me rolling. Is different, but he's always thinking numbers too, but he does take the time to remember me. Is that Brendan's girl? It's different, but he's always thinking numbers too, but he does think. It's a movie. Yo, Be Our Souls. I still think about that raid I missed. You been on caffeine still? Only when I'm. Oh no, my boyfriend's name is Stefan. Stefan does business? Yeah, I still think about that raid that I was in. Damn, that 350 person raid. And it's so funny because my host took a picture and she sent it to me. I'm like, bruh, no way. And our houses look like shipping center, storage locker, and brainstorming conference room. Yeah, I cleaned up today. I got you again. Yo, next week's gonna be a banger. Bro, you guys are about to hit 200K. Yeah, Bjork Shows is a killer. Yo, how long you been on Whatnot? He does Buzz smaller. He sells 3D prints and has a soda machine and works on his stocks. 3D prints? He should sell it on Whatnot. Yo, que lo que? Kenny in the house. 6 months as well. How many Whatnot sellers in the chat? Comment W. Full time for 9 months, but made my account in 2022. Wow, 9 months. Yeah, you're 4 months ahead of me. Bro, you're killing it, man. You got hella viewers. Que lo que? I'm about to kick his ass. Watch this. Act 3 slow mode. 5 seconds. Yeah, anybody got questions? Yeah, full time. You know what I'm gonna try doing right now? I'm gonna try to switch over to community and see what happens. I need to focus and put more time into whatnot though. Yeah, whatnot's the future. It's so great. I'm loving it. Oh my God. The freedom of selling whatever, you know, not having to list and being able to sell whatever you want is so much, is so valuable. We've talked about it, but he need another four 3D prints to mass produce. Not have a boss, that too. I mean, I've never had a real job. The last actual someone close to a job I had was 2020, March 2020 when COVID happened. I was doing food delivery Friday, Saturday, Monday. I was probably getting paid like average 25 an hour. This is the richest city in New Jersey, Melbourne. Um, and so that's like the last job. I mean, I didn't have to really apply for that. You just have to deliver food and smile. It's 5% for electronics and coins, 8% for everything else, and then 2.9 processing fee plus that 30 cents per transaction. So if you guys noticed when we were doing the bundles, those bundles were great because one, shipping is so quick. It also speeds up shipping. Also, sell through rate um goes through the roof, and we only get charged at 30 cents once. And 30 cents on eight different items is $2 66 cents, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, no, something like that. And then but 30 cents on one item you sold for $8, it adds up $2.40. Okay. Thank you. I want to change the show to a different category. Let's see how we do. Making more by selling the bundles for sure. Well, yeah, we're making more because the labor cost per unit decreases. Um, especially for shipping when we're able to sell like 1,000 items. We're putting like 10 items in each box. When we sell like 200 boxes, 2,000 items. Holy crap, 2,000 items in one day. That would take my shipping team roughly 24 hours of labor, probably, most likely. 24 hours of labor to sell those 2,000 units. And then I'm buying in-state and out-state. Those 2,000 units were taken in 24 hours, but those 22,000 units we shipped out within like 10 to 12 hours of labor. And so is great. I think no, 2,000 units would have taken longer in my opinion. Because it's electronics. Electronics are a little bigger. Um so yeah. And we're honestly passing the savings on to you guys because um we usually do a bundle of 5 for 921 and you guys are getting like 8, 10 items in one box because we're just filling it to a max. And we had one buyer from Hawaii and they bought 25 boxes. How many people do you have on your shipping team? Uh one full time, basically three full-time shifts. And then like one part-time. We I hire on demand, which is great. So my main shipper, Daniela, her brother works for me now, and her sister-in-law works for me, but she calls them on demand. So, being able to call on demand is great because, if one week is a slow week, don't really need, but really on whatnot, month over month, there's growth. There's growth month over month. So just think about that. It's insane because the viewers grow, you buy cheaper inventory, and you sell faster. Your everything becomes more efficient. Do they also stream or just pack? No, they just pack. They don't speak English, so um, as of right now, how many issues do you have per like 100 orders? I will say we haven't had any issues in the past month because I mean it's so the only issues we had was with beauty, um, because I'll tell everybody this, I failed in health and beauty category my first month. I failed at it. I had $30,000 of inventory just tied up in a storage unit because I failed. But I knew I was gonna learn this game for every, like I said, repeatable process for every single category. That's the goal. I'm very confident I can sell in every single category now. Um, I just don't choose. I choose not to because it depends on my buy cost. If I don't find something that's profitable from the very first day, I'm not. I'm not gonna do it. I mean, like messages with order issues. What? How many issues do you have per like 100 orders? Uh, no, none really. I'd say our issues per our biggest issue right now, and it's really not us because I know my shipping team really does pack very well. Is still beauty, and it's because of USPS. And I literally see them throw those boxes like they're playing basketball with those boxes. No, no, I'm telling you, they're literally playing basketball with these boxes. When we went to go drop off, like I'll show you right here. It's great. I love it. I love last week. This week was great, guys. This week was awesome, and we had a goal for the team, and we succeeded. We succeeded, and I'm taking them out to eat on Sunday. They don't care because it's not theirs. Yeah, got my package today. Thank you. You're welcome. So this was, look at this. Um, look, look at this. This was on Monday. It was great. And so like how full the truck was. And so when we got to the post office, it was like 10 pallets worth of sold. So it was great. 10 pallets were sold. And that was awesome. I loved it. I just love the feeling. For a beginner, what platform do you recommend to sell stuff on aside from Whatnot? Um Man, I tell literally everyone Whatnot is number one because when you're able to, like I said, when you're able to sell whatever you want, like there's no gating. If you know about Amazon FBA, I've sold 5 million on Amazon FBA. Amazon FBA, you have to ungate to sell a brand or sell a product, and even then, when you do hop on the platform, you start selling that product. Amazon could just shut you down the next day. They say, nope, we don't want you selling this product anymore. You can't sell this product, or we locked you up, submit invoices, and then your invoices could be legit, straight from the brand. And it's just another headache. So then you really have to be very careful what you sell because or how deep, how much money you invest into that product. Um, you also compete with Amazon, you compete with other sellers. Whatnot, the only person you're competing with is yourself. That's the only person you're competing with. Why? How do I make my shipping faster than yesterday? How do I make my stream more efficient than yesterday? But, me going live at the same time as someone, we're not running the same product at the same time. We don't have the same viewers at the same time. The algorithm, there's new people joining every day. Our services are different versus Amazon. You're competing with someone else. I can buy a product for 10. He can buy a product for 12, but he's fine with a 5% profit margin and I want a 10% profit margin, but he's literally just tanking the price just to win the sale. Um Versus Whatnot, it's very predictable. You're able to buy at $2, sell at 10. If you're left with 650, your profit is $4.50, and that's your profit. Versus Amazon, it's the same thing with Walmart. Walmart, what they just did something. If you don't know about Walmart, their fulfillment service and everything, WFS. I sold on Walmart this year. I've sold 6 figures on there. Um, but Walmart, what they did in July to sellers, which was insane, is because like Amazon at least gives you a week, a day, a month in advance to just sell your inventory. They're gonna let you know if they're shutting a category or they're locking up a category. Um, Walmart, from one day to the other, they just locked up some categories and you can't sell it anymore. Imagine investing tens of thousands of dollars into inventory where you just can't sell anymore that you bought to sell on there and you can't sell. Um, eBay, eBay. For me, I think what got me banned was I use virtual assistants from the Philippines. So I have two virtual assistants right now working for me full time, and so those are two IP addresses that bring up red flags. Two, I use third party softwares, and so I think it flagged as I was drop shipping, but I'm not. I wasn't drop shipping. Three, I think they don't want you to sell too fast. I started selling like $6,000 my first week, and so they don't want you to scale too fast. Versus Whatnot, Whatnot is a private company and they want to grow, and they want you to grow, and they want the community to grow. Yeah, eBay loves blocking people. Yes, they kept my money and they for like I don't know if they released it yet. I'm not sure, but it was like probably like 20 grand tied up, not including the inventory that I had all listed in the whatever I had invested into there. ESP has belligerent packages. I had them shove a 3-inch package of glass to keep that in mind when yes, I know. Like I said, that's our only issue right now with beauty. I see that's the only complaints we're getting from our shipping team. Like I said, I mean we're doing 100 shipments a day for beauty, but we probably get like 10, so 10 out of 700, but that are like arrived damage. We use tons of bubble wrap. I know my shipping team takes care of it, but like I said, I literally when I went to go drop off those packages, I saw the guy. They unload the USPS van, and they're just dumping the boxes. They're dumping the boxes into the bins and the pallets. It's what can I do? Into my mailbox, it was a bomb. What's the name of the account? What account? What account? Your other account. East Coast Sellers too. Are you buying mostly in state or out of state? I'm buying from both. My suppliers everywhere. You said that sell on Whatnot, and like my truckload supplier, um, my one of my suppliers plugged me in there, and now I'm buying from PA. Oh my god, I just got connected with some. If you follow my beauty show, I'm getting some new inventory. I'm getting good inventory. It's not Target. So, how many employees do you have? So I have three hosts. I'm trying to grow that, and I have two full-time shippers basically now, and one manager now, and a part-time shipper. So like I said, my shipping team, I have one full-time shipper, 100%. She's a hard worker, but her brother and her sister-in-law, they're hired on demand. If she needs help, she doesn't even have to ask me. Just call them, tell them come tonight, come late later, come work, which is great. But I know they do a great job. One, because I've seen them work. Two, I know they're gonna be full time employees very soon, very soon. I like to hire part time, slowly build them up, slowly build my business, and then when I really, really need them full time, it's like okay, you're hired. Um, and trust me, I'm a good boss to work for. USPS delivered my package today and looked like it was open and resealed. Um, Levy needs the Ulta hookup. I just found a really nice spawn PM. I'm going to Monday and check them out. No, I'm telling you, talking to this one supplier. And I've known him for years because he's at my storage unit, and he's seen me grow with Amazon. I've known him since my Amazon days, like very beginning. I remember pumping out Stanleys in 2022. He knew about it. Oh my God, you work full time. And um I've talked to him here and there, but really since I started Whatnot, he literally just saw me blow up, you know. I only had max 2, 3 storage units at my place now. Now we have 10 filled with inventory, filled with two different showrooms, 3 different shipping rooms. So he's seen it blow up, but I'm teaching him a lot about whatnot because talking to him more, I found out that Rent Must Be Wild. Yeah, I'm paying like 4 grand right now, which is crazy because think about this. So the warehouse is actually going to be cheaper. It's going to be much cheaper and much more efficient, and Wi-Fi is going to be better. The shipping is going to become way faster. If you think it's fast now, the ideas I have in my head, I already know is going to be faster. The shows are going to be more efficient. The background is going to be so much nicer. Like I know like one of my best friends, he's a set builder. He does theater, he's photographer, videographer, he does it all. And I already told him like I'm gonna hire him to, you know, build a set for me. Like I wanna turn this into a show, like an actual show. Is that where they stream the shows out of? Yeah, it's out of storage unit. You didn't know? You can't tell but the the metal background. What if he stops supplying you with the top price because you start selling here? There's too much supply. And that's okay, there's too much supply, one. Two, it is not, trust me, it is not easy to go from one day to the other just to like, boom, I'm just gonna stop selling to you. It's a business, you know. What I've shown the public, I come from the Amazon space, and I was pretty known in the Amazon space, somewhat known, and there's people that knew about Whatnot for years. I found out about Whatnot day one in May, and I started selling a Whatnot, and boom, I started talking about it for every day. Every day I started talking about it every day. And I've shown people from day one to now that you can turn it into a business. And so that is why people, that's what I'm showing the community. You can turn this into an actual business. People think you have to be the host for the rest of your life. No. And so that's what I'm showing the community. You do not have to be the host. Um, your host can build a community around them. Um, and you can turn into a business, and so not everyone is good with employees, not every so I do believe people will get burnt out. I see a very big electronic seller, for example. I was watching him since day one, and he hasn't ran a show in more than 30 days. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what's going on, but I'm pretty sure he was the owner. Just with the energy that he gives. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was the owner, but he hasn't done a stream in 30 days. It makes me wonder if he just didn't like it anymore. Is that where they stream? What if he stops supplying you? I need to find someone that can wrap a trailer with my logo. Ooh. Okay. Do you think the storage units are still a good thing to start with now? Yes, yes. If you have under $100 to your name, go buy a storage unit on storagetreasures.com and literally just, I'm telling you, that's where I started. If I knew about Whatnot, if Whatnot existed back then like this, what it made, I made 6 figures flipping storage units. Imagine now. Whatnot, you can make 7 figures flipping storage units. I just don't do it because uh I like liquidation. It's just fun, honestly. I like seeing truckloads come in. Also, I want to do wholesale in the future. I want to sell truckloads. Um, yeah. Give your employees a Mario hat chat. Yeah, so that's my goal. Um, I wonder if, oh yeah, I want to switch it to the community. Let's see. See how many people we get in here now. 9:53 p.m. What is this storage site again? Q Smart Self Storage. I've been there for 3 years. I know if you ask them straight up, can I work from there? They'll probably say no, but I've just been cool with the manager. Are you selling today or is it just a talk show? Yeah, it's just a TED Talk. No, the website. StorageTreasures.com. I've made 6 figures from there. is nationwide. Storage. Oh wait, Storage Treasures. And there's also another one too that's more not low key, but I don't know why there's less people that use it. I think it's called I forgot what Storage Auctions. StorageAuctions.com. Yeah, StorageAuctions.com. You can buy if you have less than $100 to your name. Go buy a storage unit for $50. Try to see if it has, you can look through the pictures. Try to get like at least 500 items. You can't sell 500 items on here for $1. You made 10 extra money. You started with 50. You went on Whatnot. You sold it $1 a piece, $500. You know, you do that one a day. You do one a day just like that. You're making 12 grand a month. I'll tell you guys this right now. It's not difficult to make six figures. It's not difficult. It's just most people are afraid to do it. And there will always be a job for you. Always. What would you say elevated your channel the most? Just consistency. Consistency. What would you say elevated your channel the most? Consistency. I knew from the first month I would watch other people go live, and we were in the beginning. We were first month. It would be difficult just to keep 30 people in this live, and now me talking. I'm literally just talking, and I have 50 people in here. I'm just talking. Just think of that. Um, you know, it was. I mean, when I went live my first 2 days, I had like 80, 90 viewers, but it was just a different type of energy. And I do believe Whatnot really does give you a boost for your first few streams. There's a beginner boost. I'm telling you, I've seen it with every streamer. If you go in prepared with the energy, you will have the first beginner boost. I'm telling you, they just boost your show. I don't know if it's because they want you to have that dopamine effect and just to show you what's possible. But there is a boost for it. Is it good that you had connections with suppliers? Yeah, yeah. But that didn't happen overnight. I tell people I got scammed $3,000 with pallets back in 2021, and I have proof. Um, and that's just part of the game. Um, what's the name? What did they ask me? Oh, Crystal River. Hold on, I'm answering a message. Literally, you look tired. Someone said I look tired. I'm locked in. Give me 3 pallets. Alright, I'm gonna go live on Instagram too. Let's see what we get. Okay, let's see. Q&A. Let's do it. Anyone else have questions? Dylan's mom. What up, Dylan? How many shippers do you have? Like I said, I have one full-time shipper, and on demand we could have 2 or 3 on demand, whatever's needed. Um, yeah. Like when we busted out all those boxes, we literally had all 3 people working. They did great though. They did such a great job. What's the profit margin per streamer on average? Overall, like I said, you can't. Do I know Brian? Which Brian? I'm gonna get Jay on in this live stream. Jay, um, you can't look at this business from day to day. You gotta look at this business from the overall. I'm telling you, every day is different. Literally, what was that? Wednesday? Was that yesterday? I think that was yesterday. Like Emily was live and it was just dead. It was dead. And new customers every second. Yeah, there's probably so many people new in here. Like, watch this. I could just do this right now. Watch this. Watch this. Right here. One not still on early stage. What do you think is the best way to sell, run an auction, or just do random polls? The more time you spend sorting out your products, the more labor that is. We don't really store our inventory. We only get the high end products and we put on the shelves because why would we sell that for, um, why would we sell that for the fancy shelf? Yeah. Why would we sell that for under 50% of retail when it's literally, you can't find that anywhere else? Are you selling anything? No, not selling anything. We're just live. Live on Whatnot. What kind of giveaways do you do? I do store credit. Me. Look, you see, we got a couple new people in here. Yes, the fancy shop. The darn claws taunting me. Yeah, we're hoarding. I'm sorry, guys. We're literally hoarding the high end products right now because we know Christmas is around the corner. People gonna it's their new products. A lot of them are new. Uh, dollar amount, $500. Yeah, the claw. Look, everybody right now knows the price of the claw. I should be to myself. Was you the one I talked to about the store credit thing? I'm not sure. Hey Levy, Taby95 here. Hello. I'm so sorry, but yeah, I made no contact. Just say you don't. What's up, Angelica? Um, I'm also live on Whatnot. I'm live on Whatnot, answering questions. How do you do store credit? You just make a coupon. Um, oh, I was gonna say sorry, guys. I don't know if I know your names because I've meeting new people every day. It's so hard to keep up. If you show up every day and you buy every day, I 100% remember your name. Or if you're a mod, I 100% remember you. But I think I honestly remember people, my mods more than people like on Instagram. Hi, mate. Ozhan here. Hello. Audience determines the price of a product worth. What do you mean by that? What's your Instagram? Young CEO Levy. Someone said I love TikTok shop. My Instagram is Young CEO Levy. You don't know what audience means? Audience determines the price of a product worth. No, you determine the price of what your product's worth. If you think it's worth $1, then it's worth $1 to you. That's the hard truth. My high end products that go for $800 new, I'm going to, you don't people determine it. If that's what you think, because I saw products at $200 starts all the time, $300 starts, $500 starts. You know, you people think you have to start $1. You don't have to start $1. Um, that's why people quit the first day. Mm-hmm. Mm, what is up, Matt? How's it going? I think Kristen got me sick. Yo, Matt's trying to be live with me. Let's go. Hold up. He's gonna try to sell me his van. Did it go through? Oh shoot. Look at Matt. What is up? Yo, guys, I can't hear you. Look, guys, we're live right now on Instagram. I can't hear you. That's weird. Hold up. No, I think you're muted. Yo, I still can't hear you. Is that me? Do you have a team that does your packaging? Of course. Of course. How do you think I would never be able to ship out those packages? No way, Jose. That was literally like that was 800 packages. And we shipped it out in 2 3 days. I know we have an Amazon expert here. I used to do Amazon myself 4 years ago, but in the last 2 years since I started working with TikTok Shop, my life has completely changed. Believe me, TikTok Shop will one day surpass Amazon simply because it grows incredibly fast. What's up, Brody? In my opinion, I don't going to sell in any more categories. Wait one sec. Um, I don't to surpass Amazon. That's a big, big statement. Amazon is a monster. Their fulfillment is just think of it as like think about it like this. TikTok Shop is using Amazon's fulfillment. They're already up here. When you have TikTok Shop using Amazon's fulfillment, it's like how can you really surpass them? Um, Going to sell in any more categories? Apparel. I want to sell every category, but baby steps. Um, East Coast sellers 3 to 10. No, no, I'm not gonna do that. The third or fourth account is not even gonna be my name. You're not gonna notice me. You're not gonna notice me. Just like you know, just one and two. That's it. I made my decision. Why not? LOL. Just just for I want to grow this to 8 figures, but don't put all your eggs in one basket. You don't want to be the front man for everything. When you have too much when you have too many people looking at you, you will have haters. You will have haters and you will have someone who will want to take you down and a few complaints, a few here and there, it adds up, reports. You're bound to have haters, especially for me just doing this and dropping game on you guys. Bro, under 10K per chuckle safe to buy. People come here because they like you. My what? No, everyone. So I'm not gonna hire you if you're not likable. Um, but everyone has personality. Everyone. You might not like one host, but you might like the other host. So when people are complaining in the comments about the way one host is running their show, I'm sorry. Go to a next show. Move on. Because there's obviously 100 people in there that like how they run their show. So that's just this. That's just I'm sorry, but that's how business works. Um, my wife wants to sell clothes. What clothes gonna be? Beast Coast sellers. Without the big ticket items, there isn't much profit, right? What? That is crazy. That's a crazy ass statement. That's a crazy ass statement. What? I haven't sold. Oh my god, you missed those 3 days we were selling the bundles. We sold the same 5 items 500 times. The same 5 items 500 times. Are you selling courses? No, I don't have a course, but I do coaching though. Um, well, literally one of my students went live today. Such a success. Oh my god. So what you're able to do too, so you're able to make an account for admin, and so she made me an admin. I was behind the scenes and giving her tips. And but before we even started, I literally went into her account and I was like, okay, I told you to do this, you didn't do this, and I taught her everything. Not everything, but teaching her a lot. How much you charge for a 1v1? I charge 5 grand for 90 days. Let me know, keep low key whatnot goat or whatnot. I've been doing sorted candy auctions, been doing well. Just gotta get more candy. I start off like this to get some sales and rating on my account. That's great. Candy's a very, very profitable um category. Like I said, whatever you can source, whatever you're knowledgeable about, or you would enjoy selling, start there. Become the business owner, not the business. That's the ultimate goal. Yes, 100%. Um, Yesterday I wasn't on site all day. Is consistent sourcing a worry? I have a good thing going, then poof. What do you mean by that? Like, why is your sources poof? I don't understand. Where are you buying from? That's the weird thing. Um, are you still selling on Amazon? Uh, I still have inventory on Amazon. I'm still selling on Amazon. I'm taking a lot of my money out of there, but I don't know if I should order for Q4. I really don't know because I'm literally getting the craziest deals ever for whatnot. It's actually insane the amount of inventory I'm getting on my table, and I'm telling you, I it's so much. I'm running out of space. I don't have enough space. That's the problem. And I know I'm gonna be moving soon, so just to move all that inventory, I really hope I'm in the warehouse by the end of this month or early next month, because I still want to like launch 2 new accounts by the end of the year because I want to do so each account a minimum of with what I know now. I think I could confidently do around $3,000 to $4,000 in sales a day on each account, each of 2 new accounts. So that's 6 to 8 grand. You know, that's 250 grand extra revenue. Did you buy through a broker from a liquidator? I started with liquidator, and then I went straight to the source. I skipped the broker. Maybe the liquidation company went out of business. Do you have LOA for Amazon? Yes, my brand director is Maglite, and I'm not afraid to tell you it. It's Maglite. Go. I worked 2 years for it. Go try to meet the owner in person because I met the owner. I pretty much met the top representative. So, what else are you? I'm live on Whatnot. Live on Whatnot. Are you signing 3 years for the warehouse? So the reason why I really like this warehouse is because they have 2,000 square feet, and they're gonna let me move in there because they renovated it. And then they have a 3,000 square foot warehouse, which they had leased not leased out, but an agreement with someone. And he told me that the guy that they searched up the guy on Facebook apparently, and he was like a bum on a couch. So he was like, "Yeah, no, we don't want him anymore." And so now I'm taking a 3,000 square foot one, but it's not renovated yet. They have to fix it up first. They have and they also have a 5,000 square foot warehouse. That one also has to be renovated. But they made the 2001 ready for me because I knew I was serious back in July. They'll let me move into that one, they said, and they'll give me the 3,000 square foot one like illegally without some like city permissions until they finish, and then I could just move into there. But by that time happens, I think I'm just gonna need both of them, honestly. So that's why I'm being patient with it. I was trying to sell on Amazon women's clothing returns for over 2 hours. Didn't sell a thing. First show, I'm kind of discouraged personally. Um, you were trying to sell Amazon women's clothing returns for over 2 hours. Were they new with tags, or they looked used? I need a little more information. That if you end up needing help moving, let me know. I can come up with my trailer. It's literally down the street. That's also why I want it, and it's such a great deal. The owners paid for the owner's dad built the entire property. So I know they don't pay a mortgage. They only pay taxes on it. So I know there's space for negotiations if I want all 3 warehouses, which is 10,000 square feet in the future. So I know like there's a lot of opportunity there. Um, and so it's literally down the street. I know it's gonna take me a max of 3 days to move with the box truck. I just rent a Avis box truck or the open ones, and it's literally down the street, like 30 seconds away. So I know it's not gonna affect me. It's not gonna affect my team, and I do value my time a lot. So I know that if it's close, it's a great deal. I'm gonna be patient with it. Um, you need 10K plus feet. Not really. Yeah, I know 2K is too small, but that was back in July. July 2K was okay. 3 months later, I need a 3,001 with high ceilings, and that one has high ceilings. I really do like it. But by the time the 3,001 foot is ready, he's gonna let me store some stuff in there. He they're gonna I know I'm probably gonna need both of them, honestly. And also, when he offered me the 2,000 square foot one, he has a 10,000 square foot barn in the back for dry storage. It's like his their junkyard. They're brothers, and they told me that they're like, "Oh, it's our junkyard." But you can put a trailer of pallets in there if you ever need the space, extra space, and we'll just charge you per pallet space. Um, get a Ficus since you buy truckload. The thing with this business is my goal is not to store inventory, too much inventory, is just to be able to process more inventory at a higher scale. So I don't really need it for storage. You know, I want to, you don't want to hold on to inventory. You want to sell that inventory. Um, Sorry guys, I'm a little sick. I think Kristen got me sick. Okay, how much are they charging you? The 2,000 square foot one, 3,200, and the 3,000 one for 4,300. It's a great deal, especially with my area. At what point did you decide to get a host? The very first week. I decided to get a host the very first week. I went live Friday, Saturday, Sunday with my part-time employee that I had for eBay. He's in here right now, and we did $8,000 in revenue. I went to Miami for an event, an Amazon event. I was yapping about it. I was hiring live on Indeed, but I was doing live calls, and that was I came back on a Thursday, on a Wednesday, and then Thursday the team showed up. Okay, let's figure this out. And so I just hired because I knew it was a business from the very first day. But I was a different boat. I already had the capital, um, to do that. How much are they charging? Is land high where you are? High? We're at sea level. Um, Get 5K, trust me. 5K square feet and racks will be enough. I just said the 5K is not ready. It's not ready. It won't be ready for months. They had to remove some very, very heavy electricity that they told me to take just to have it on. It cost just to have the building there. It costs $500 a month. So no one needs that amount of electricity. I don't need that. So it's just patience. Why am I gonna rush into something where it's a 3 year commitment? And I think that's what people make their biggest mistake. They rush into things and then they end up getting scammed or they end up losing money. Same thing, right? Especially since you know you're going to scale. You need to you need space to bring it, show, sell it, get it out, bring the next shop. Yeah. No, that's why those 36 pallets that came in, we blew through 20 of them in like no, not even like 15 of them in like 4 or 5 days. Cause I knew I was gonna get more deals this week, and I did. I have 30 more pallets coming next week. 30 more pallets, and I just had 36 pallets land this past Thursday. I knew the deals were gonna come, so this business is so good. Like I'm just like blow through it all, and this weekend we're just gonna keep blowing through all this inventory. Um, like I already made my money back. Everything in the next 3 days is profit, and I know I'm still gonna have inventory left over. So it's just blow through it. We're not in the business to hold inventory. 3,200. Damn, are you in Cali? We're in Jersey. So it's a really good deal, honestly. They charge like $2 per square foot here. It's insane. How many products do you order each day? Um, I'm ordering by like the truckload. I'm paying 2K for 300 square feet. What the hell? That's expensive. Guys, I'm reading the chat, so I'm going step by step. What if you get scanned? Is an office building. Oh, office building. Are you gonna sign lease for how long? So that's also what I like about these owners. Like I said, they're not paying a mortgage. They're just paying taxes. Their dad built it. So from the very first day when I talked to him for like 2 hours, they were like, oh, if you ever need to move out, we're not trying to kill you. It's a 3 year lease, but give us a few months in advance. You tell us you grow too fat, you grew too fast, business isn't doing well, we're not trying to kill you, just let us know in advance and we could just find another tenant. um they're chill. They're chill. Is so trying to find a chill um warehouse owner and also a great deal. It's a great deal. And especially, like I said, I value my time. If there's ever an issue, it's literally 5 minutes away at night. So I can always pull up very quickly. I can get something 45 minutes away for a fraction of the price, but not worth my time. Everything my area minimum 3 year lease you have to sign for lease, which is risky. How do you go about getting pallets and not getting scammed? You test buy. You test buy and you go in person. Go in person. I'm on Whatnot. Um, Go in person and shake some hands, meet some people. That's what a lot of people don't understand. You have to shake some hands in business to succeed. How many employees? We have 3 hosts right now and 1 full-time shipper, 1 manager, and 2 on-demand shippers whenever needed. So really I have 2 shippers, full-time shippers as of right now. 5K for 25. Yep. Dan, he's out in PA. He's got a crazy ass deal. But further you go from the cities, the cheaper the each square footage is. Bro, once that landlord chill and understand your business, you're good to go, even if you have to pay higher. Yeah, that's good. They chill. Yeah. I need to move ASAP. I'm just skeptical about signing the lease on a warehouse. Yeah, that's why I like storage units. Like I said, I scaled pretty quickly and just if I need more space, I literally just get another unit for now. You know, like I already reserved a 300 square foot unit for next week because I have another 30 pallets coming in. Um, but at the same time, I'm trying to pump all this inventory out before it comes in. How much for one? The 300 square foot one, I paid $400 for. I mean, I haven't paid yet. I just have it reserved for next Friday. Bro, are you going to AMZ United next week? Oh, that's next week. Wait, Saturday there's an event with FBA boys. I told him I'd probably pull up. Um, AMZ United. Um, uh, I don't know. I honestly don't think so. Uh, if there was a one not conference, I would show up. How much for one? How much for what? And it's month to month. Yeah. So if you ever, you sell through all that inventory in 1 month and you don't need anymore, then you just get rid of it. And there's a few hacks to that too. Um, I mean, just think of it like this. When I did my restaurant equipment business in 2020, I scaled that up to 25 storage units. And they were all 10 by 20. So it was 5,000 square feet in storage units. I scaled that up to. Um, because it took me, 6+ months to find a good deal on a warehouse where I was comfortable and it was close. I was in college and time was very valuable to me then. I'm not in college anymore, but even then, it's still valuable to me. I need something close to me. And so, um, it took me 6+ months to find a solid warehouse. Um, and it was a really good decision. It was a really good deal too. Like it was 3,600 square feet for 4,500. Then they raised it to 5 grand. But 4,500, and it had like a parking lot for 15 cars, and it was a retail. It classified as a retail space when we went to go do the certificate of occupancy. To get a Target pallet, you just gotta go to Target and tell them you want to buy a pallet. I don't know these things. I've always wondered. No, you go to your local liquidator. Go on Facebook Marketplace, search up Target pallets for sale. Go on Google, search up Target pallets for sale. Find something close to you, and so you can go in person, touch the physical product, look at it, put your hand at the bottom of the pallet, make sure there's no pillows there, and you're good to go. Good stuff, bro. So I'm more than happy for you. Keep crushing it. Thank you. Am I able to pin a message on here? Live on Whatnot? Oh shoot, you could pin the what kind of gives you what's the best days to go live and how many times a week? What's the best to go to live? Best days to go live is Monday. Mondays are our best days. I've been selling on Whatnot for 5 months now. Do you believe that anyone can sell anything on Whatnot and succeed 100%? You can sell anything. It just depends on what you're selling. Every category is a little different, but like I said, I found a repeatable process that works for every single category. Um, just starting on Whatnot was better to start off. Any suggestions on category? Whatever you can source, whatever you're knowledgeable about. Whatever you can source and whatever you're knowledgeable about. I wouldn't sell health and beauty. That's why you probably have never seen my face on one of those shows. Um, what percent of retail do you recommend buying at? I recommend you can start at 15%. 15% of retail is a solid start, even 20%. You got to think about it. The more you're selling, the lower the percentage of retail goes. So I'm buying as low as 5% of retail because I'm buying at a higher volume. You know, also, what you don't have to worry about buying so cheap because you don't have employees like I do. So I would rarely pay over 50% of retail because it does not make sense to me. And the cheaper you can buy, the less I have to worry about labor eating into that. Is buying the shipping supplies expensive starting out? Shipping supplies is the cheapest thing on Whatnot. I we sold $25,000 in 2 days this weekend, and we only spent like $50 on shipping supplies. The USPS boxes are free. The little brown boxes that we used were recycled from the inventory that we received, and the poly bags are 30 to 40 cents a piece. So we only use I just high count 30. It was way less than that. 30 poly bags, poly mailers, and so that's $15 really. So then you're only spending money on tape and those poly bags. And so I know that the USPS boxes are free. You just make an account on USPS.com. So that's it's a real hack. How do you focus on price per unit? Price per unit under $2 a piece. You want to aim for under $2 a piece. Oh, that's for me. We don't have like it's the same thing for Amazon. We have different buying criteria. Mine is under $2 a piece. Why? Because I can start at $1. If it sells for $4, we made $1. You know, before labor, of course. Only for priority mail chat specifically. Don't get fined chat. Oh yes, yes. So then that's what I teach people, how to set up your shipping settings. So most of the time, 98% of the time right now, it lands in priority mail. I'm just the goat of Whatnot. So I figured it out. But you want to try to make it land in priority mail so you can use those boxes. And if you saw the video, um, join the Discord. Oh my god, I'm such a noob. How am I yapping and I don't have the Discord typed in? That is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. Wow. That's so funny. That is so funny. Hold up. I got distracted. I've been talking for an hour, more than an hour now. Yeah, don't teach that people that can get you in trouble. What are you talking about? So the Discord is free, but if you want upgraded access to like calls like these, weekly calls 4 times a month, I do charge $50 a month. So there's all the calls are recorded. They're all recorded, and also you're surrounded by some top sellers in there, honestly. Some pretty smart people. Not only me. Um, and it was just I at first I didn't charge, but I started charging because it's to weed out the people that aren't there to level up. Surround yourself show me who your friends are, and then I can tell you who you are. So you guys use priority labels. The priority labels are automatically generated by Whatnot. I don't even think to tell you that. That's why I'm here, bro. I got you. Miss every shot you don't take. This. So yeah. So that is the Discord, but I might do. I'll probably do this type of call once a month. Once a month. I mean, I did it last month. I don't. When was the last time I did this type of call? I think it was sometime, maybe 30 days ago, honestly. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yo, KC was good, baby. That sauce live. Yeah, this sauce is live. All right, let's see. The last one I had special Q&A was 9:20. It's 10:09. So roughly 20 days ago. Wow, 20 days flies and whatnot. Okay. Okay. We got any other questions? Should do it more often, bro. If it wasn't for our relocation currently, we run once a week on Sellers Chat. Just saying. Well, yeah. Send me $400, bro. I got you. I got you. I'll send you $400 right now. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Sent. Bandwidth is slim though. Heh. Um, Funny thing is, I switched the category and the viewers dropped. So I might switch it back, honestly. I was just testing it out. I think I'm gonna switch it back. So even your high price items, you still get them for like $2 a piece. It's all mixed in. Um, Everyday electronics. Let's see what happens. Bro, will you be selling pallets? Locally, only locally, honestly. Only locally. Do you buy with manifest? Only manifested. What's your opinion on bin stores? Bin stores, in my opinion, unless you're gonna go big and you got a lot of money for marketing, or even you're smart with marketing TikTok, um, they're basura, in my opinion. Compared to Whatnot, it's not good. Compared to Whatnot, Whatnot is really, I think, number one. I think the same way. So many steals in bin stores. Yeah, so that's where you can make money. You go buy in bin stores and come sell on Whatnot. I know, I follow people that do that on Instagram. They buy from the bin stores and then they come sell on Whatnot. Because you can get some pretty good products for $10, and then people will pay you $20+ here. But you have to go look for the products. Mm-mm-mm. Watch this. Mm-mm-mm. What's my average margin right now? We're sitting at 35 from there. But it's gone up. Oh my god. This past weekend with the new method. Holy smokes. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm literally buying everything now. I'm buying everything. Like, it's so good right now. It's so freaking crazy. Like, oh Lord. I'm telling y'all, like, oh my god. After this weekend, we're just gonna blow through everything. Our sell through rate has just 3x, 4x. Do you think selling tools is more predictable than other things? What do you mean by that? Selling tools is more predictable than other things? I've never sold tools before, actually. Typical margins are related to the landed price per piece. Yeah. Honestly, I really do like lower end products now. Uh, Now, and the higher end is fun. It's okay, but it's okay. My high end products is what pays for everything, and then everything else is profit. Maybe get your host to put the stickers on the bottom price instead of right on the front. It's so hard to get the stickers. Um, what do you mean? The little stickers, the 2x1 stickers? You could use a blow dryer. I mean, you gotta also think about how the reason why Whatnot streamers are able to get such great deals is because one, we move is speed. So one more thing to think about as a host is not easy, you know. Um, so vinyl stickers, the average buy cost tends to be higher, lesser. Yeah, so like if you've never been live on Whatnot, try it once. It's not Most people struggle the first time for sure. If you never multitask before, you're gonna freaking struggle. but I do highly recommend you start. If you've never done a business before and you've never done ecom, I think Whatnot's number one because you're literally you're learning communication skills, sales skills. Um, you'll be communicating with wholesalers essentially. They're liquidators, but is you can't really buy on a website. You're gonna go in person. You're gonna talk to people, pick up the phone, text, learn how to communicate. Um, why are the auctions only for 10 seconds? Because of speed. Speed. Whatnot, like I said, we're able to offer the the deals. We're essentially just wholesaling it to the public. We're wholesaling the products to the public, and if you want to continue to do that, you want to you know move with speed. Um, and the algorithm likes speed because Whatnot makes more money when you make more sales. When you move faster, Whatnot likes that. You're selling faster, you're selling more, you're making more money. So of course you're gonna boost your stream if you're making more money because the more people you get in there, the more people are bidding up, the more money they make because they're getting paid off a percentage. So that's one of the factors too. On his shoulder. Yeah. So you guys want to consider that. Um, how many hours a week do you put into the business on average? My job right now, since I have a manager, is just buying inventory. I come in, um, yesterday I only showed up for 10 minutes, just make sure everything's good, get some sunlight. But when I show up, my job is to make everything more efficient, find better deals, talk to people, you know? That's my job. And that's what stops someone from reaching six figures and seven figures and just the next level. If you're the host 12 hours a day, how are you improving the business when you're most of your time is invested into what I believe is a lower ROI. Um, what are the envelopes you send out for our giveaways, our coupons, our store credit, our marketing? Do you use VAs to post products? Of course. Of course. Why would I pay someone in the US full-time income to list the products on Whatnot when you can hire someone overseas and do that for a fraction of the price? If a virtual assistant can do it, I'm going to hire a virtual assistant to do it. You best believe. And right now, I'm building SOPs to be able to train them because I have more ideas to how to implement more virtual assistants to Whatnot. And so that's what I'm doing right now. That's why. Oh, so I answered the messages. But like I said, I'm getting fast at that too. Um, but later on, I'll just train someone to do it. It'll get to a point where I'm just buying inventory, and then you can outsource that too. Um, you can outsource anything. You just have to train. How much are you selling a pallets for? It all depends on what's on the pallet. You know, pallet of pillows is cheap. Pallet of electronics, straight up bangers, is more expensive. A pallet of beauty is in the middle range. To use VAs, is it beneficial to post items? Um, so I didn't even realize this was like a thing till like months later. To list the items, um, it does like hit the SEO on Google, so people can find you through Google. You use a condenser mic. What? Like this? Is this good? You guys like it? Reseller's license fundamental. Worth that small. Yeah, reseller's license. You are getting sick, buddy. It's because of Whatnot. I mean, it's because of Kristen. I don't know. Kristen's sick. I don't know. How did I get sick? I don't know. I don't know. Yes, tight spaces. It's also entering flu season. Change of weather. Some days it's hot here. It's just Jersey. In the morning is 50 degrees, and the afternoon is freaking 80. Yeah, yeah, no, it's freaking crazy here. New Jersey, I'm always. Someone said, "Are you starting high ticket stuff at $1 now too?" Honestly, so if it's a good day, we will start the high ticket items at $1 just for fun. It's a little dopamine effect. We start the high ticket items for $1. So if it goes for 40% of retail, it's like okay, whatever. Um, I'm in Boston. It's wild. Yeah, wild. It's probably crazy there. Should drink sliced ginger steep with lemon and honey and inflammatory and great. Yeah, I gotta do that. I just found one a month or so ago. Slow the chat, bro. LOL. Oh, my bad. Oh wait, I thought I had it on. Hold on. I'm such a rookie. I'm such a rookie. How slow? LOL. Dude, selling the Stanleys is the wave. Funny that you say that. That's so funny that you said that. I literally have Stanleys on the way. So I'll be on the lookout for that. Stanley's on the way. That's gonna do so great. I already know. Especially so one of my students, they sold not Stanley. What's the other brand that is competitor of Stanley? It's not Stanley. It's I forgot what they just no Walla, no Zaka, I forgot. Yeti. It was a Yeti cup. Oh my god. I've never sold a tumbler on whatnot, but she sold that for $19. And I know how much she paid for it. She paid so cheap for it. And I have, Stanley's coming. I'm like, holy crap. Like, this is only her third show. I'm like, oh my god, I already know these are gonna go crazy. Um, so I got some tumblers coming. And I paid so cheap for it. Like I said, at whatnot, just buy cheap. I sold a ton of wall water bottles for over 20. Yeah, Yetis are cool. Ember cups are the in thing right now. $1 to $2 MSRP. I slowed down the chat. I can't see. It's still going crazy. Um, what did it say? Stanley's. They're alright. Last year's one, but still sell. I think they're still selling at thousands of times a month on Amazon. I need to know how to approach directly with the business in order to get their pulled inventory. What do you mean by that? Don't get me wrong, guys. You guys can you don't only have to sell on Whatnot. I just recommend selling on one. But there's tons of people that buy from me to sell on eBay. There's tons of people that buy from me to sell in Hawaii and Guam. When you get pallets, years. Cam, lol, Cam's from Guam. Uh, I heard Cam was upset with me because of the speaker. I saw the comment, but I had to leave. I just hopped into live. It was a white blue speaker, but she said she wanted the white ones, but we only have the blue and white ones and the black ones. So that's why I commented, but then I had to leave. I couldn't look at the chat. I had to go. But I think she tagged me. I think she tagged my account, and I was like, oh wait, what? I'm like, no, what? There's only white and blue ones. I've never seen any. No, there's only white blue ones, and the black ones, and then I saw the two pink ones. That's it. Only two pink ones. Yeah. She said she saw it, but I was like, nah. Like their inventory that end up doesn't get sold in their store. Oh, it's just seasonal. Liquidation is a $650 billion market. Um, and that's not retail value. So that's $6.5 trillion that goes of retail value that goes to liquidation. Yeah, no, no, those blue and white speakers are it's white on one side. It's like blue on the outer side and then white on one side. It's weird. I gotta get a freaking tissue if I have any. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off in like 5 minutes. Hopefully, I wake up good tomorrow. Wait a minute. What is your strategy for accounting, bookkeeping yourself? Average cost of goods. Mm-mm-mm. Wait, like I track everything I buy, everything, everything to the penny. My virtual assistant does that for me actually, but she's way more organized than I am, honestly. What conference do you travel and attend? Well, some people want me to go to Amazon's United. Um, oh yeah, Beachstock, the shipping is insane. And the fees are crazy. No, there's a ton of suppliers. Um, this new beauty supplier, I'm so excited. He got 3 pallets for me tomorrow, $600 a pallet, thousands of units, freaking nuts. I love it. But that took a while to get him to give me something. You gotta talk to people, guys. You have to talk. You have to talk. That's how you get the best deals. That's how you get the best deals and consistent inventory. They'll call you. They'll this I think Whatnot is the best way to really enter the liquidation market. Because just think of it like this: if you're buying at 15% of retail, why wouldn't the general public want to pay at least 20? You know, something's valued $100 and you paid $15 or $20. Why wouldn't two people compete to pay $30 because they know it goes for $100? So it's very, very difficult to lose. That's the way I see it. Um, and so yeah, if you're buying at 10% of retail, how can you not sell at how can the general public not compete to want to buy it for at least 20% of retail? Just put it into that perspective. Yeah, so and there's tons of closeout inventory too, tons. You don't only have to do liquidation. My good friend is doing very good money selling fragrances. First time selling them Whatnot. I mean, selling what? Eye-opening conversation. I will change your mindset. I will change your perspective on a lot of things. Why? But this doesn't happen overnight. This is just years of experience where, like I posted today on Instagram, if I would have had the mindset that I had today, 5 years ago, or a coach that, changed my mindset even a little, I'd be years ahead. But at the same time, I wasn't rushed. I was 18 years old. I was young, and I'm still young, 23. So now I pay for a coach. I'm not paying for college anymore. In the last 2 years, I paid 35 grand out of my pocket. And so I know there's education costs money. What I'm giving you guys right now is free, and this costs money. People pay for this, and they pay for more because they want to learn more. This is just a glimpse. You know, how do you close out merch? I've been just doing liquidation, and I've done well. How do you close out merch? I've been close out merch. You just search up same way you source closeouts. You go to trade shows. Um, my friend went to ASD and he found 2 suppliers, and the one of the suppliers, he's gonna make $1,000 profit a day. He's in a warehouse now 2 months later from Whatnot. Like, I'm so happy for him. He's so happy too. He's like, he calls me and he's like, "Yo, bro, thanks by the way." He's like, "You really put me on." Like, it makes me happy. Like, you know, he better say what happened. What made you want to share your experience with us? We greatly KC Ventures, yeah. Um, but I didn't know you did the seller chat until after I did my first show though, like this. I never joined your seller chat. I just heard about it, but um I did this the first time on the 20th, but before even I started doing one show just specifically for this, I would just sit down and yap during my show because I was tired. I just sit down. I'm like, all right, guys. Or like it would be like late night, like 3 a.m. Kristen was like, oh, it's dead. I'm like, oh, chat, you guys are dead. You guys don't want to buy. And I would just talk for like an hour or two. Oh, now he asked, who was the best coach you could think of? Oh, the best coach. There's a coach for every thing. It depends on what you want to do. What uh what made you want to share experience with us? We greatly appreciate it. If you follow me on Instagram, Young CEO Levy, I've been posting for years. So I have nothing to hide. Like you can see my entire growth on Instagram for the last 2 or 3 years at least. I used to post a lot of stories, Instagram stories, and I really regret it because my network would have been a lot bigger if I would have just posted on Reels. But I was always thinking about quality, and honestly, quantity beats quality right now. Like I post, my best Reels are the most random ones. I sent it to I sent it to somebody recently. I'm like, yeah, today actually, 7,000 viewers on just like a dumbass video that I made just because I just posted my thought, while I was at the airport. Um, and so I know there's a lot of people that know me, and a lot of people that because I've been selling for, when I pop up here and there. I don't really host a lot, but I do show up, just because I know I like to improve things, and I kind of enjoy it. I kind of enjoy going live. I forget that me. What's your Instagram? Young CEO Levy on IG. Yes. Sorry, I'm looking through a chat now. He's a great kid, young man, friends. He's pretty transparent and speaks from the cough. The cough? What's the cough? From the heart? All right. Any other questions? I'll stay on for 10 more. What product types? Anything. You can sell anything. If it's cheap and you can buy it, just think of it like this. If you buy clothing for $1, you started at 3, you doubled your money. You made 100% returns before anything else. You know, no returns on Whatnot. So, um, Whatnot has brought back the commitment of buyers, where it really does lack in many other, um, it lacks in every other retailer. Retailers are losing money because of the returns. Our Discord has shoe plugs. Join up any Switch games. Switch games. Someone's copying and pasting that everywhere right now. So it doesn't matter what product. Like I said, I think pretty much I can sell any category now, honestly. Have you tried other live selling platforms? No. Should I? I don't know. Whatnot's had 100% growth last year. I've talked to reps, and they're saying he's gonna 5x this year. So um I already have market share on this app. Just think about it. When I go live in the mornings, we were in the top three. Um, Also, yeah. So I believe in market share. I think that's why it's a great time if you're on the app right now, just watching me talk, start selling, because the app is growing every day. Watch this. If you guys want to see this, watch this. If you want to see how much the app is growing, look at this. We watching. So look, someone said me. Are you gonna sell anything? No, I'm not even at the storage. I'm in my office. Any questions? Any more questions? We have like I'm gonna log off at 11. I gotta eat dinner. Mm-mm-mm. The sauce is free 99 chat. Ask away. Is there a way on the app to watch more than one show at a time? On your PC, you do on your PC. You can have. I mean, I have a big ass monitor here. I think it's a 49-inch monitor, so I can watch 3 shows at the same time. I mean, up to 4 probably. Um, you can join giveaways though on the PC. You have to do it on the mobile app where you can't enter the giveaways. Yeah, you can't enter the giveaways. Oh, probably that's why they do it because all the PC people just like join giveaways in every single channel. Ah, I never even thought about that. Ah, I now I see why they. That's smart. I didn't even think about that. You know, you'd be able to join like 20 different giveaways and you just be feeding off the giveaways. I hate how Android can't have randomizer auction wheel. Really? I didn't even know that. Multiple accounts. Oh, you could have multiple accounts. Top 3 tips to grow your stream as a newbie. Be consistent. Be quick with your auctions. Don't ask the chat what they want. Just run because there's someone walking into the door every second. So here's an interesting stat. Saturday we had 12,000 different people watch our show. We only maxed out at 200 people, viewers. Sunday, 14,000 viewers. Monday, 20,000 viewers watch our show more than 30 seconds and we maxed out like 200 people. So just think about that. There's someone walking in the show every second. There's someone leaving and someone entering. So you have to treat this as, especially as a host, you want to approach this like someone just walked in the door and I'm gonna be like, who's new here? Comment me. Who's new to the app? Because there's so many people new to the app every day. You know, there's at least that's why 70% of our buyers every day are new. We have a 70% like new buyer rate. So when the returning buyers, you know, they get upset, a little upset when we're running the same product, but it's because we understand the analytics behind the scenes. We understand that there's new people every day to the app, and there's new people to our show every day. 70% of the people to our show are new. Just this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we had 350 new buyers. And Monday we had an extra 100. So we had 500 new buyers within 3 days. 500 new buyers and we ran the same 5 products. It was like 5, 6, 7 products that we ran at the same time. We ran it like 500 different times, and it sold. It sold well. Um, say search local, but my local has. Where are you, Francisco? Where are you based at? If you can't find any liquidators, um, there's tons, and in my opinion, it's way easier to work with them than Amazon with like wholesalers. How many speakers did you get? LOL. You wouldn't believe I sold out. No, I didn't sell out. Kind of. Um, we sold like we had like 3,000, 3,500, but no, we still have. But we didn't mix them in well with the J Labs, J Buddies. I think I had more J Labs coming. That's why. Um, and so we sold the speakers too quick. We were supposed to balance it out, but that's no problem. I know the J Labs still sell very well. The 2 pack we're selling for 10, 15, 20, $25. So I'm more than happy. But if you see a lot of J Labs the next 2, 3 days, it's because I'm dumping them all. I'm like, get them out the door, get them out of here. I need the space. Do you believe that anyone can sell any nice type of product on Whatnot and succeed? Do you believe that anyone can sell any niche type of product on Whatnot and succeed? Essentially, yes, 100%. Like I said, just be consistent. This does not happen overnight. Me having 60 viewers in here in my live does not happen overnight. I'm telling you, our first month we were barely holding on to 30, 50 viewers. You know, but I knew this was the future. I knew this was going to come. Like we're 70 plus viewers right now. I knew that if you stay consistent enough that you will have, you know, market share, your account will grow, you'll have returning buyers, you'll build a community. I have a community of just mods. You know, these I have 10 mods in the background talking trash to each other. Um, and that does not happen overnight. I knew that was gonna happen from the first month. I was like, I know my mods are gonna have. He said, like one of my mods says we have a union. Did you start with the partnership or with from Whatnot? No, I don't have a partnership with Whatnot. I'm an affiliate now, but I haven't made any money from that. Not yet. My returning people don't share my show because I give good deals how to get bigger crowd. Um, I gotta look at your analytics because I'm pretty sure you're getting new buyers every day. There's no way you're not getting new buyers. If your deals are good, you're getting new buyers every day. Also, how many hours do you go live a day? So right now we're doing like 6 hours of electronics, 6, 7, 8 hours of electronics. It depends on the day. And my host understands that because they expect 6 to 8 hours. If it's a good day, they try to push it even longer because they know it's a good day. The sales are good. They keep it rolling because like tomorrow it could be a slow day, and after 4 hours you're like, it's dead. Um, let's go home. You know, it doesn't make the energy. We feed off the energy of the chat and the community. So if there's no one commentating or there's no one really buying at the cost, our regular sales price, it rubs off on the host. We're like, um, and that's just because we're going live every day. So how do you pay hosts? We pay them. I pay hourly as of right now. Have you stopped Amazon entirely to focus on one, or are you doing both? So I'm selling through all my inventory on Amazon. I don't think I'm gonna. I'm still deciding. I don't think so though. To order more for my brand direct. I don't think I'm gonna order more. It just doesn't make sense for me right now. Because there's a ton of money on Whatnot right now. There's so many deals where it's just like I'd rather just put the money into inventory for Whatnot. You guys don't understand the multiplier factor that's going on right now. It's insane, insane. Um, you know, when you're buying at 10% of retail and people are paying you 40% plus, you could do the math. Um, order it and sell it on Whatnot. That one day was almost a full day. I was around for you, Chris, Emily, Guy, then Emily again. Do you have oh, you're talking about Friday, Saturday, Monday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday were very, very, very good. Do you have a forklift and access to a dock? No, I don't have a fork. I mean, I don't even have a forklift. I have a manual, it's like a manual one you push, and we don't have a dock. Curious how you manage 32 pallets showing up at once. We hustle. That's what happens. That's what we do. We hustle. That's how we get it done. And we don't complain. Someone was like, "Oh, it's probably like a hassle doing that." Maybe a little. Took 3 hours of labor, 4 hours of labor to get all done, unloaded in the storage units, but it's just a price to pay for it right now. Uh, would you be willing to hand off your brand direct? I already have a deal going on to hand my brand direct off. So, yeah, I have a deal going on to hand that off. In my case, I'm pushing a ton of sneaker streetwear, both new and used, B2Bs to stores and other sellers, heavily on almost every D2C e-com platform space, and I'm heavily considering Whatnot. I should add that your content on Whatnot is what made me start looking at Whatnot. Yep, a lot of people do say that. I mean, I think a lot of people that followed me, I've gained like 2,500 followers since I started Whatnot on Instagram because I'm showing what's possible. A lot of big Whatnot sellers, they were like, shh, 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 don't tell anyone, don't tell anyone, don't tell anyone. It's just a small mindset. Because the more you talk about the app, the more people join the app, the more sellers join the app. They're telling their mom, they're telling their dad, they're telling their grandma, come by for my show, come join the app, join the app. Everyone's talking about Whatnot because it's addicting and the app grows. That's what we need. We need people talking about Whatnot. And I don't think there's enough. Wondering if there's a market for diaper bags, the good ones. I have hundreds. Yes, 100%. I want to get into the baby category because one of my top sellers, I mean top buyers, back in late August, they told me they're like, "Yo, you should really get into like, um, baby products because he's like they pay for it." And I'm telling you right now, you know how many teachers are and Whatnot? Oh my God, like and they're buying for their students, or their superintendents are buying for. I have a superintendent that buys for me. She told me. Um, how long have you been selling? We've been selling on one up for 5 months now. What did you start selling? Electronics. I just started with electronics. I already had a connection there. Market for everything, literally. Yeah, everything sells. Everything. This is like I said, we're able to provide deals because we're selling so quickly. One, two, I think most people are buying at liquidation pricing. Um, three, when there's no returns, your profit is your profit. Whatnot has brought back the buyer commitment, right? Every other platform, Amazon, Walmart, eBay, when you factor in returns, you're losing money. In my case, do you think I should be pivoting to Whatnot? I think you should really be implementing live shopping into your business one way or another. If it's either through TikTok Shop or do Whatnot, I think TikTok Shop is more for brand building. So any brands that are currently on Amazon or building their brands on Amazon, if you're not taking advantage of TikTok Shop, you are losing tons of money of opportunity. But as a normal reseller who only has $50 to $100 to their name, you start Whatnot. Like I said, go buy a storage unit for $50. It has 1,000 items in that storage unit. You bought it for $50. 1,000 items. If you sell everything for $1 or whatnot, that's $1,000 that you made. That's $950 you made from $50. That's how I started. I made six figures flipping storage units. So I was, I saw self defense keychains, tasers, plus it's so hard to get the audience. What do you suggest? Try different categories. See what category you're selling in. Test it out. Because self defense keychains, tasers, and items. What are you selling in? Um, Maybe go into deal hunting. Try deal hunting. Free sauce from this guy. Yeah, right now. An acquaintance of mine sells baby foam and that's a few months before expiration. Babies blow through it, so it doesn't matter. Makes a ton. Yeah, that's why there's a lot of shelf pulls like that. They're like it's close to expiration date, so retailers have to start taking it off their shelf. I don't know how long, but 6 months. So make sure you know it gets to the liquidator at 3 months or the end consumer. At least try to. Because there's also a lot of expired products that goes into liquidation, but that's a whole different market. I don't even know what they do with that. I don't deal with expired products, but I know there's a market for that too. All right, one more question, then I'm gonna hop off. How does shipping and weighing the item work on Whatnot? Okay, shipping is the most. I think it's the number one or thing you should focus on Whatnot because that is why people shop on Whatnot. They they will if you're only doing a 3 item bundle versus someone else is doing a 10 item bundle, who do you think they're gonna shop with the most? Especially if they live very far. Um, does a storage company care that y'all sell out the units? I've been doing Amazon FBA out of there for the last 3 years, so not really. I kind of know the managers. I'm cool with the managers. Is there a way to do giving coupons that reduce shipping on Whatnot? The shipping is what makes buyers hesitate. It has to make sense. Your shipping has to make sense for the buyer, for them to buy. You know, if you have a $10 product and the shipping is $9, it doesn't make sense. So you also, this is why I recommend that I would honestly recommend doing a show with a minimum of 100 products. Because why why is a customer going to buy from you if they can't continue buying from your show? If that makes sense. Because they want to take advantage of the shipping. So once they pass that £1 mark, it's $9.21. After 3 buys, should we usually upgrade to priority? No, it doesn't really. It depends on what you're selling. What not. It depends on what you're selling. So for us, after this third item is free shipping, but my beauty show we did up to on the fourth item is free shipping. You can also do more. It depends on how your shipping settings are set up, but it depends on what you're selling. What would you rather have for a show? 100 different items or 100? No, 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 no. 100 different items. 100 different items. 100%. This is not Amazon FBA where you can send 100 items to Amazon and expect it to sell in 1 month. No, 100 different items. You want your customers to stay on your shelf for entertainment and for the products where they're able to buy multiple different products. I would go with 100 different products than 100 of the same product. 100%. All right, one more question. I said it like 5 minutes ago, but one more and that's it. 100. Last one, chat. Last one. Last one. Who's new here? Comment me. Who's new here? Comment me. Comment me if you're new. You see? People who have never been to my show and they're sticking around for me yapping. Me, yeah. And I come in here late. And I came in here late. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna post this on YouTube. I'm gonna post this on YouTube. I'm also gonna post clips of it on my Instagram. I recorded the entire thing. I'm that's my handle. My handle is Young CEO Levy. I'm on Whatnot right now. There's 65 people watching me on Whatnot. And me and my Amazon friends follow you, and you're convincing us to liquidate on Whatnot. Yeah, if you have returns from Amazon, sell. If you have returns from Amazon or Walmart, sell on Whatnot for sure. Just get your money back and move on. You don't want to hold on to a dead stock. Okay. Oh, you can't see that chat. Mr. Sauce. It's interesting. Hi, YouTube. Do you promote the show? What show? This show? You have to be strategic when promoting your show. Don't promote your show if you only have 5 different products. You know? Um as a complete beginner, I would recommend promoting your show. There's tactics. There's tactics. We break that down in the Discord too. And if you guys want the Discord, we have weekly calls there too every Monday 9 p.m. But that's the paid version. Now, if you don't want the paid version, there's a free chat just for I mean, we don't really talk in it. I don't really talk in there. But how do you get merch? Liquidation. I get my merchandise from liquidation. I've just been in the game for a while now. But now Whatnot is really elevating like my liquidation game. Yeah. So that's my Instagram. You can also go watch this entire YouTube video again. I'll be posting it right after this. Which is gonna be weird because it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out in portrait mode, not landscape, but uh, I'll be clip farming from this too. I'll give you one more giveaway. Yeah. Who's new here? Comment me if you're new here. If you don't know who I am. If you don't know who I am, I'm Levy. I'm the owner of this account. But I do have hosts that run the shows for me. I'm the one typing behind the scenes sometimes. All right, guys. I'm new and I just wanted to give you he's boss man. Yeah, I'm boss man. I don't know if we're gonna have it like I don't know if Kristen's gonna sell tomorrow. I don't know. I gotta ask her. All right, Instagram. I'm out. I'm gonna text Kristen right now. Hey, Kristen. How's it going? Let's see. You're not new. I'm addicted to buying all your stuff. Hey, it's good stuff, right? It's good stuff. You said you've been on One Up for 5 months. What did you do before that? quick story. I said in the beginning of this, but I'm gonna be posting this entire 2 hour stream on YouTube. Um, hey Chris, how's it going? Um, I did restaurant equipment from 2020 to 2023. I left that business in August 2023 because I started Amazon in August of 2022. I had goals and I saw the future in Amazon at that time. I did for my first full year, I did 1.5 mil. Last year, 2024, I did almost 3 mil. I've sold 1 million this year, but I'm moving all my money into Whatnot. Um, I believe it's the future. I believe I can take. I'm already taking market share. Um, the app is growing. I'm growing with the app. If you're on here now, it's the future. Go, go take some market share. You know, it's very seller friendly. They care about their sellers. Um, and it's the future. It's a $600 billion market in China. It's only a $20 billion market here in the U.S. We're nowhere near the peak. 60% of the sales in China of all online sales is through live shopping, just like this. Search up on TikTok right now. Asian lady or Chinese lady selling $15 million, or Chinese lady selling fast live in China. Just search that up, and you're gonna see like her selling $15 million in 1 week. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Thank for the free game. God bless you and your team. This guy hires all the baddies. That's what made me buy from him. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Chill, 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 chill. Okay, I'm looking for a new host. By the way, I'm looking for another host. Um, so if you want to come work for me, um, requirements: work hard, work ethic, and willing to learn. Right, and learn a little quick. You know, with some um well, my dad says in Spanish, what we say in Spanish, con ganas, you know, try to learn, try to absorb everything. Where in the East Coast are you? New Jersey. New Jersey. Would you hire someone from out of your state? Not possible. We have the product on hand. We have to show it on hand. Hire me. Papa John would do it. Where's Papa John at? Where is she at? Let me start East Coast, West Coast sellers real quick. You know what's funny? Someone already took that handle, and I know who took it because they followed me on Instagram. And they said I was gonna start. They were gonna start West Coast sellers, and I'm like, bruh, no way, bruh. You would be well, West Coast sellers. Bid Bash in here. Bid Bash is huge. Got the game on lock. Yeah, West Coast sellers. Someone already has it. Yeah, no, I know who has it too. They follow me on Instagram. They told me. Um, what I sell anything. I think Papa John's in Arizona. Oh yeah, you see what I'm talking about? These mods, they have a union. They be talking to everybody, to each other. You know, they be talking trash in the background. Um, if you want to be one of my mods, it's like you gotta. I don't know. They have vibes. I can just tell. They just have vibes in the chat. I'm like, alright, you fit in. I'll make you a mod. I'll make you a mod. You fit in. You fit in. In my town, I love it, but I'm too far. In my town, I bet 10 people don't know what. Yeah, that's the thing too. Ask 10 people if you know what Whatnot is. And Whatnot right now is the number top three shopping apps on the App Store, the Apple App Store. Just think that it's top three, and your mom still probably doesn't even know about Whatnot, which is crazy. So like, just think about the growth. And as soon as they join the app, it's addicting. Why? Because it's so cheap. Also, they purposely don't show you like on the screen how much you're buying. You have to go exit the stream and then go check your orders and then add up. Oh shit, I already bought $500 of items. I gotta stop. You know, no one I talked to knows about it. I just found it 6 months ago, and no one I know had ever heard about it. Yeah, you see, yeah. I did a live interview at the flea market with a seller. He knew about Whatnot, but it's because they don't know what's possible on Whatnot. You know, I could put a billboard up with Q card. Yeah, you could. You make tons. I just showed my mom today whatnot. No, moved to Texas. I never win anything. I told my daughter today, and she already bought 2 pairs of shoes because it's such a steal. It's such. This came from whatnot. This came from whatnot. It's like I'm not buying anywhere else but whatnot now. And why pay retail? Why? When you can just go and whatnot, maybe wait a little, get something for a good deal. Um, you know, yeah, people hear about it but don't understand the capabilities of whatnot has. Yeah, I'm a hoarder now. I lose sleep because of it. LOL. It's addicting. It's addicting. It's entertainment. And it's a community now too. How do you build your followers? Consistency. This happened 5 months, over 5 months of us going live almost every day. I think we probably missed like 10 days out of the last 5 months. So 140 days. I I can show you how many hours of live we went actually. Hold up. Let me show you this real quick. Hold up. I'll show you how many hours we've gone live. This is why I'm telling you guys I have the game on lock because believe it or not, I watch my show every day because I'm learning every day. So I'm learning a repeatable process. That's why I teach people because this is literally we've gone okay, comment the number of how many hours you think we've gone live in the last 5 months. Me and my sister will be sending shows to each other all day long. Comment how many hours you think we've gone live in total in the last 5 months since we started. 2,500? No, that's too much. 2,500 hours? No, that's too much. That I have watched in a month, I bet 500, 1,500. That was close. 1,500 was close. 1,346. I think, are you closer? No, 1,500 is closer. 1,500 is closer. So we've gone, like, I'll show you right now, guys. Let's see. Mac. Mac screen capture. Chill. Chill. Diablo! That was our 43-hour stream. That was insane. We're gonna do that again for Black Friday, 100%. That's gonna be on Black Friday for sure. 100%. Hey, don't look at my top buyer. Don't look at my top buyer. uh no, that was crazy. Shout out one time to Patricia. Oh, Patricia's great. I mean, we started the whatnot. We started the beauty show, and she went nuts. She went nuts with that. I haven't seen her in a while though. I don't know. I don't really watch the beauty show anymore. I used to just watch, but they know what they're doing now. I don't really. I watch the electronic show just because for beauty is a lot. That's a repeatable process. You just start at $1, let it run. That's it. I could train anyone to do that in 10 minutes. Versus electronics is a little more like we can make this faster. This is a little different. How's the pricing going today? Um, I was a top buyer. LOL. Were you a top buyer? You were a top buyer, but you're not the top buyer. Oh my God, Chris. What? Yo, get a read. What is going on? Danny. How did the live go? How did the live go? You were natural. You're natural. I'm telling you, you're natural. You're gonna kill this game. You're gonna kill this game. I'm telling you. Danny's one of my students, guys. Potluck premiere. Follow and bookmark. Appreciate you. Good live, brother. Yeah, you were natural. I don't know if you saw those notes behind the screen, but yeah, you were natural. I saw that. I was like, damn, you're gonna make money. You can't hear me? You can't hear me? Oh, no, okay. How can we buy whatnot stock? That's the thing. It's not a public company yet. That's why I said Amazon, Walmart, eBay, they're a public company. They don't care about their sellers. They care about the stocks and they care about making a profit every quarter. How do they do that? They increase fees one way or another. I think one thing that slows the selling down is asking people to put W's in the chat. If they want something, it only takes two wanting to. Um, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, it depends on how people are running the show, but I mean, we're doing good. No, no, you want to you never I think what I see most sellers make a mistake on as a beginner is asking the chat what they want. Just run. Just run. And even then today, like these days I have to remind my host like just run the product. Like you don't think it's going to sell? It's going to sell. Just run it. Just run the product. Since February I spent over for 25. Holy crap. Oh my god. What did you spend money on? Isn't it more expensive to ship bigger items? How do you go about shipping, setting for bigger? We don't pay shipping. Buyer pays the shipping. So that's the beauty about whatnot. You guys all see a different price. But so for example, someone in Cali is gonna see a much higher shipping cost. So they're probably gonna bid less. Unless they still value that product. With the shipping cost. For example, $100 product, but it's heavy as hell. The shipping's $25. So they're willing to pay a maximum of $50 plus tax. So they'll put a $25 bid versus someone who's in Jersey, that shipping cost is $15. They're going to bid 10 more dollars, and those 10 more dollars does go to our pocket instead of shipping. So it depends on who's buying. Yeah, so tell what are you buying? Isn't it more so yeah, buyer pays the shipping. And that's why that's what you also have to consider. Someone might be bidding more because on at least bigger items, they might be bidding more because they're closer to the seller. I think I got room full of everything in a makeup and makeup to sell. Woo! 25K. Sheesh. Hey, you know, people get addicted to Amazon too. Amazon's an addicting app. They have their algorithms. So people get addicted to Amazon too, but once they find out about Whatnot, I think they'll be more addicted to Whatnot. Um, I follow like influencers who they went on vacation and then they come back to the US and they already have packages ordered. Almost 12 boss, yeah. Hold on, I forgot to text Kristen. Oh, we're about to find out live. We're about to find out live. Hey Kristen, how are you doing? How are you doing? The chat misses you. You think you're going live tomorrow? You think you're going live tomorrow? I used to be the one before I found how we set up the shipping shit. Amazon wasn't near as bad as Whatnot. Tell her no one. All right, everybody, drop a W for Kristen. Drop a W for Kristen. Go. Okay. Comment if you miss her. Do you miss Kristen? Oh, we miss her. Miss you, boo. Ding, ding, ding. uh, with all my heart, I miss you bad. We miss you. Ding, ding, ding. What the hell? Alright, I'm gonna send her that. So I'm like, bro, what are you doing live? Alright, chat. I'm done. I'm done because it's supposed to be more expensive when a box is bigger than 12 by 12. You can change the dimensions. And it's also based off of cubic inches. So 12 by 12 by 12 is 1720 cubic inches. So for like example, keyboard is longer, but it's thin, but it still falls within that range. Did you talk earlier about what you think the best times are to sell? So I probably missed it. The best times to sell is between 11 p.m. to 12 p.m. because all the competitors are not on. They're sleeping. Do it when nobody wants to do it. That rule applies to everything in life. Go live when no one wants to go live. 2. What was I gonna say? I think I was gonna say something too. Yeah, go live when no one wants to go live. Yes, 100%. Also, people laying in bed swiping. But there's less people streaming. Guys, I'm gonna tell you this right now. There is no better time to start whatnot than this today. I've looked at this, there's no straight up statistics, but I looked at my category and other categories. The streamers are down 50% from what they were during the summer, and the viewers are back up and the viewers are increasing. So the app is growing and there's less people streaming. Why? Because people were doing it as a side hustle. Now they're back at their jobs. Most people are not willing to put the work in, to go live because they're working full time again. So the streamers are down, the viewers are up. What does that mean? Less competition, less supply. The demand is still there. The demand is going up because the app is growing. So start now. I'm telling you guys. I always wondered why people do that. Also, you got to consider there's people buying outside of our normal time zones. So right now it's 11:30 p.m. here. It's 8:30 in Cali, but it's like 12 p.m. I don't know, in Hawaii. I don't really know. But out there's people buying in US territories. And Whatnot made it to the news recently. Yeah. The USPS pick up from your we bring it to the post office because it's just a space. We fill up pretty quickly. So we drop off twice just I pay someone to pick it up with their minivan. So they pick up twice a day, one at 10 a.m. and one at 5 p.m. Trust me, guys, if you guys don't see your package, it's not us. Shit, I got a booger. Fuck. Off camera. Kristen got me sick. Okay. Oh, whatever. I'm about to hop off. Okay. If you don't see your shipment, it's not us. Trust me. We drop off twice a day because we literally can't get backed up because we're selling every day. All right. All right, guys. I am out. Kristen got all of us sick. Yeah, I need the vitamins. All right. Get better, bro. Now I'll hang in there. I'll hang in there. Peace, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this. This video will be on YouTube, fully on YouTube. On YouTube and clips of it on Instagram too. So Young CEO Levy on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Find me on everything. You saved all this money tonight. Yes. Because I do charge. If you want to do one-on-one coaching, I do coaching too. I charge $5,000 for 90 days. Liquidation is a dangerous game, so is by not buying. Yeah, I've given you guys $1,000 of worth of knowledge right there. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, YouTube, there we go. All right, and we are out. How do I end the stream? All right, who should we raid? How do we? Thank you for sharing. Yes. Oh, let's go. Tag me. Ready? East Coast Sellers. Thank you. Help me out. Let's get some. Flash sale bang deals. We raid each other.